Oh, yeah. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, once again to the one and the only. This is the Big Time Show. I hope that you guys have had a great day. I have. I don't like the music that I'm hearing. Let me get something that I'm more comfortable with. Make me feel like yeah. Oh yeah. That's better. Feel like Flair. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I am here. I'm sharing right now. I hope you come in and hit that like button. I can see the comments now. I ain't on the ride. Was this D Graham, whoever you are? Say the Cowgirls sucked. Okay. Well, they didn't suck yesterday. I mean, they didn't. I mean, they didn't suck yesterday, did they? Who is this? Let me pronounce your name right. Welcome to the show. Who is this? The GFAM, the GAM. I don't know how you pronounce, whatever you are. They didn't look too bad yesterday, did they? I mean, you seem to be a knowledgeable football fan. You know, they didn't look too bad yesterday, did they? I'm just saying. You know, wouldn't y'all agree to all of y'all? What up, Coach? Somebody said they come the Broncos fans in here. Wow. Shag. What's up, Shag? Coach Marv is in the building. What's going on? Well, you said, Gam, you said they said the Cowgirls suck. They didn't suck yesterday. That's all that we got. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what you're talking about, but they didn't suck yesterday. That's really all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Boy, it hurt. It hurt the haters to come in on a day like Victory Monday. Oh, they can't stand it. They can't. They just can't. They can't. They don't like it. Exactly, Shay. They can't stand it. They can't. But it's all good. How y'all feeling, Cowboy fans? How y'all feeling? I mean, before I get on my little tirade, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I mean, see, I'm gonna go and give you mine real quick. Because if you listen to my show, didn't it kind of happen the way that I said it was gonna go down? Didn't I? Didn't I tell you that Justin Fields was not good as a pocket quarterback? Did I not tell you that if we jump on him, that it's going to take away the running game? Did I not tell you that we were going to get tested in the running game as long as we could? And and this is without even me watching the film. I ain't even watched it, but I kind of know what kind of happened. Let me speak. I'm sorry. Hello to everybody on YouTube, Facebook channels, on Twitter, and on TikTok right now. Appreciate all you guys that are hanging with me. Let me peep over in TikTok land real quick and let me see if anybody in the house. Okay, there are some people in the house. I can't even. I see Bob X. I see you, but I can't pronounce none of these other people. It's on TikTok now. Those are on TikTok. I hope that you will share. However, the way you do that, you can do that as well. Listen, if you want to contribute to the podcast, you can, and the only way that you can do that is to go to the Cash App, which is $, typing it in now for you, Big Time Show. You can do that. If you're on Facebook, you can do it by using the stars, or you can use the Cash App, the Big Time Show. If you're on YouTube, you can use the Big Time Show, or you can use those super chats that's there at the bottom. If you're on Twitter, you can do the same thing with the Big Time Show on the Cash App. Appreciate all of you guys. Let me speak to those. Sham, how you doing, sir? Cooper G, Shag, Shane, Tamika, J5 Mobile. I already spoke to Coach Marv and everybody else. Somebody say the Eagles versus Giants thoughts. I could care less. Somebody gonna lose, and if the Cowboys win, we'll gain the game. That's the way I feel about it. I could care less. I appreciate those stars there, Shag Ward. I saw that. I appreciate it. I could care less about what anybody else do. If I had to pick a team to lose, I hope the Eagles lose because they're ahead of us. We need to bring them down closer to the pack. I'll say that, but I could care less about the Eagles or the Giants. Somebody gonna lose. It's almost a little bit too early to be talking about all that type of stuff. We just don't want nobody to run away with the division too early, and that's not going to happen anyway. So we're good. Let's get to the game yesterday. I wasn't shocked. I thought we would beat them easily because Justin Fields is not he's a great athlete, but if we can put him in positions where we could make him pass the ball, become a pocket quarterback, that would be to our advantage. No matter how bad our defense have been playing, that's to your advantage. And that's exactly, I will, I will not take that back. Justin Fields does not scare me as a pocket quarterback at all. Caleb Williams was different because he can light you up from the pocket. On a good day, Russell Wilson, of course, as he showed us, he lit us up. Jalen Hurts can do it as well. Every quarterback that we played so far has been that way. But I knew Fields would be just a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I knew he could not just punish us like everybody else could. So I've said real simple, if we can get off to somewhat of a good start, jump on them early and turn them into a team other than running, then I knew we would have a good chance at winning. Now, what I did not anticipate was that we would play so well, because they just call it like it is, y'all. The defense stepped up yesterday. They did. And it ain't no question about it. They stepped up in a big way. And because they did do it, we showed up. Where there was sacks everywhere. I'm just giving you a skim, over the surface view. There are a couple things I want to go slightly in detail with before I leave. Sacks were everywhere. Pressures were up. I don't know if the Jets had. I'm not a Jets follower, so I don't know if they were. If they have the description of having a bad offensive line, I don't know if that's what they had, but regardless, we made them look. We gave them big problems yesterday. However, y'all, the details that I want to go with. I'll get to the offense later because that's easy to talk about. What's up, Ken? No, I ain't do it this morning because I had to be at work very early. Y'all want to join me this morning. I had to be at work at 6 o'clock, which means I left the house about 5:20 this morning. I wasn't going to do that to y'all. And I wasn't going to do that to myself. So that's the reason why I went on this morning. I told you guys the other show, I wish I could pull myself as a reference. I told you guys sometimes the answers to make things better does not necessarily mean that you go into free agency. It does not mean that you you got to go pay big money. Sometimes you have better answers just from within the locker room. I told you that the other day. We called on my show and others you've heard. I've been saying that Lil Fowl needs to hit the field more. I said Sanborn needs to sit down. I said put the rookie in, Shamar James, and you will lose some experience with Shamar James. He's not as IQ-wise, football IQ-wise, he's probably not as smart as Sanborn. I mean, Shamar James is a rookie. You know, Sanborn is a veteran, seen it all, done it all, and all that. But what you gain with Shamar James is athleticism. And that is something that Sanborn does not have. And I said it's going to make the defense faster. If you're going to make a mistake, it's going to be a faster mistake. I said that. I said that there was an APB. Didn't I tell y'all that? I said I filed a missing persons report for Sam Williams and Dante Fowler. Didn't I say that before the game? Okay. We found them yesterday. Okay. We found them. It took a while, but we found them. Okay. I also said that, share one more place. I also said that I say Lil Fowl, I said Shamar James. Have you noticed that there have not been any big plays over the top? It just didn't start yesterday. It started the game before. When Malik Hooker went down, Wanye Thomas stepped in. And since Wanye Thomas has been in, there has not been the big plays. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? I'm just telling you. Sometimes you don't have to get it from way out. Sometimes the answers are from within. Now, does that make us the number one defense in the league? No. But I guarantee you after tonight, when the stats come in, the Cowboys will not be the 32nd ranked defense in the league. Not after yesterday. They will not be. It's just no question about it. And so if you can start moving up the ladder in defense and this offense stays where they are, okay, then what is that going to do for you? If this the offense, let me just go on and kill this now. The offense ain't going to stay this hot. Not like this. It's just no way. They're not going to, even though we said, they're going to be close. We had already said the offense should be top 5. That's nothing new. If you've been following my show, I've been saying that. I didn't expect them to do what they're doing now, especially when you look at what we're putting out there every week. You would expect some type of drop off. There has not been a drop off. There has not been a drop off. Y'all do realize that Dak and this offense played with 4 offensive linemen that are backups. Do y'all realize that? I don't want to minimize that. I don't want to just brush over that. This was the first time that those guys plus Steele actually played together. Now, come on, y'all. Let's have common sense. If in most of any other team just had one guy, it's just one guy off the offensive line, there's a tremendous difference. You take Quentin Nelson from the Colts. You take, since I got Eagle fans in here, take Lane Johnson or Dickerson off the line. Just one of them. And the offensive line ain't right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cowboys played with 4 backups, and there was no drop-off in the offense. Now, some of you going to say, well, it was the Jets. I don't care who it is. Because if it's 4 backup linemen, those 4 backup linemen are playing their starting defense. Quentin Williams is on that defense. Sauce Gardner is on that defense. There was no drop-off. I don't want to minute. I know Dak is playing lights out. I get that. And, we can talk about that and fine. I'm good. I know Javonte Williams is shocking the whole world right now. The way he's running the ball. That we can talk about that. We can talk about how well Florida looked yesterday. We can talk about that. That's fine. But ladies and gentlemen, 4 backup linemen. 4. Excuse me, did the Jets even have 1 sack? Matter of fact, did Dak even hit the ground too much? I don't remember. The only time he hit the ground when he ran the ball. There was no offensive line issues at all. Try your team, whoever team you got. Try your team with your starting line just about out. Put 4 backups in, and you tell me what's gonna happen. Last week it was Booker gone, BB gone. TJ Bass and Hoffman, they did the job. Wasn't no drop off. Now Tyler Smith didn't play. Tyler Guyton didn't play. No drop off. None. And I don't think we can brush across that now. What needs to be highlighted, and that is it tells you the quality of the coaches that we have. Your offensive line coach and Clayton Adams, our offensive coordinator. And you might as well throw Schottenheimer in as well since he called him the play. You know he had to have something to do with this. But look, when you got 4 backup linemen in, I don't want to brush past this. It's very important that this be brought out. That Dak Prescott had the type of game that he had. And this offense and the way that Javonte Williams just went ahead and had all those yards with backup linemen in. 4. I'm gonna hammer this home. Cause see, Cowboy fans look at the game like this was supposed to happen. Shame on y'all. We've seen games where we missed Zach Martin. We've seen games when we missed Tyron Smith. And one man will be gone and the whole line is just destroyed. We've seen this. But now we got 4? 4 guys? Are you kidding me? 4 guys? And we just watching the game like, go ahead, Dak. Man, do y'all see this offensive line and the way that they're blocking? 4 backups. I'm not sure if all 4 of them ever played together. Everybody talk about continuity on the offensive line. Excuse me, wasn't this was the first time that all those 4 guys played together with Steele? So collectively, all 5 offensive line, this is the first time they played together. And this is the type of performance that you got out of that? So if I was giving game balls, Dak was outstanding, of course. Florida, big. Javonte Williams, huge. But look, we had backups playing yesterday on the offensive line. Your quarterback was taking pictures before he threw the ball. And Quentin Williams is an all-pro defensive lineman. Did y'all hear Quentin Williams' name yesterday? I'm just saying, did they handle him? Didn't Quentin Williams play yesterday? That was the one everybody was worried about, right? I didn't hear his name yesterday. I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. Look. I get to Dak in a minute. I will. I get to Dak in a minute. I get to Javonte. I get to Florida. Listen, hello. We got to really call this thing like it is now. Y'all know the Big Time Show. I call it like it is. If you would have told me that I got 4 backup linemen starting, I would have said, let's have a prayer for Dak Prescott. Because certainly he might be in a little trouble, today. If you would have told me that, I would have immediately said, I don't know. Because see, if I got 4 backup linemen in, I don't care if the Cowboys are favored in the game. A lot of that is dependent on, you can't make this team a favorite. I wonder if Vegas had to retract, and if they would have known that Guyton and Tyler Smith was not playing, I wonder if they would have said the Cowboys would have been a favorite yesterday. Well, what's up, Noop? I see you. See, we were watching the TV and watching Florida, catch the ball and get a first down salute, and we saw how Javonte ran the ball like he was just angry and all of that type of stuff. But see, we got to give credit to the one that opened up them holes for Javonte. It was them four backup linemen, and still is make the 5th. Well, that's a complete offensive line that has not played together. Continuity is important on the offensive line. We can't just brush past that, y'all. Go tell me like tonight, if the Chiefs get out there tonight with 4 backup linemen, you already know what the narrative gonna be. We hope Mahomes make it out the game. Come on now. We gotta give major props to this coaching staff. That's really all I came to tell y'all. I can talk about Dak. I am in a minute. I'm gonna talk about Dak. But man, look. This offensive line, man. Look, whatever combination it is. Backups mixed with starters, non-starters. Look, it is no drop off. Cowboys scored 30 with the starters. Cowboys scored 30 with the backups. Y'all, look now. Look, I'm just saying. I don't care. Look, the Jets had their starters. The Cowboys had a preseason offensive lineup. A preseason offensive lineup out there. On the offensive line, at least. Those are the guys that start your preseason games. Y'all ain't understanding me. Y'all don't want to talk. See, y'all. See, I'm glad I'm saying this because some of y'all just looking at the TV and say, "Yeah, the Cowboys." No. This ain't what's really supposed to happen, y'all. Not in NFL football. Defenses are supposed to take advantage of guys like that. It really was supposed to start. Really, the Green Bay Packers was the ones that were supposed to get the blueprint about how to destroy this makeshift offensive line. They didn't do it because we hit them in the mouth. They couldn't get it. They had a solid defensive line. You know all the talk that, Dak Prescott in trouble. Michael and Rashad Gary, they gonna kill us. Oh my God, they gonna attack BB and Brock and Hooker. They're gone. So BB and it's Hoffman and Bass there. Well, that's where the Michael Parsons and Gary and Cooper, and that's where all those guys gonna attack. They tried. They got hit in the mouth. We didn't hear nothing about Michael Parsons. We didn't hear nothing about Rashad Gary. We didn't hear nothing about Edgerrin. I forgot the linebacker Cooper that got all the sacks for the Packers. We ain't heard nothing about them. And then you come back this week and you got an all-world defensive tackle. Everybody knows that the Quinn Williams is the truth. Everybody knows it. They handled him. Javonte Williams destroyed him. Hello. Now everybody want to say, well, it's the Jets. No, there weren't people saying, they were people picking the Jets. Everybody thought the Jets was going to have a Super Bowl type game against the Cowboys. And then when they didn't do it, now everybody want to say, oh, it's the Jets. Before the game, it was like, whoa, sure hope the Cowboys don't have a trap game. Sure hope the Cowboys don't play down to the competition. Sure hope the Cowboys don't end up losing. Hey, some say, well, the Cowboys gonna blow it. They ain't gonna, it's just we don't believe it. Now since we beat their brains out, now all of a sudden now it's just the Jets. Well, y'all killed me. Y'all killed me. I had to say, put the score in. I had people putting the score in. Four had the game close. Cowboys 25, Jets 22. Jets, Cowboys, some folks had 19 to 6, 17, 16 or something like that. Boy, y'all killed me. Y'all killed me. Now since we stomped a mud hole in them, now all of a sudden it's the Jets. Wow. Javonte Williams, 16 carries, 135 yards. Come on, y'all. Let me not close out, but let me say this about the offense, then I'm going to go back to some more individual players, then I'll let you go. Listen, Dak Prescott. Not surprised. He's hot. He is. Some people say he's playing the best he's ever played. I've seen him put up better numbers. 2023, 2018, I believe. I've seen him put up better numbers. However, I will say that I've never seen him play the position of quarterback better than he is right now. The difference that I see in Dak, compared to all the other years is his pre-snap play. I mean, he is dissecting stuff before the ball just is in play. I mean, he is reading defenses. I'm talking about pre-snap, before the ball is even hiked. His dissecting of the defense is at an all-time high. It just ain't no question about that. I mean, he's checking, he's double checking. I mean, he is really reading. I know he's reading the defense well, after the ball is hiked. I'm talking about pre-snap, putting people in good position, good plays, running it when it's a pass play, passing it when it's a running play. Play action game is all play. And then Dak is just moving well. I mean, it's obvious, y'all. He's worked hard at his, with his body, obviously. You can tell that the way he's running the ball a little bit more, using his legs. I mean, he's a dangerous quarterback right now. He really is. Anybody that says that he's not is just a hater. There are a lot of people saying MVP, all this type of stuff, it's way too early for that. But I'll say this, if you were to have a conversation about MVP at this point, he has to be in the conversation. I ain't saying, folks, when it comes to Dak, people try to find ways for for him not to be what everybody's saying is. But if there is a better quarterback playing right now, the position of quarterback better than he is, it can't be no more than maybe one or two. I love the way Matthew Stafford is playing quarterback right now. Ain't no sense in me lying about it. The position. I mean, the position of quarterback, accuracy, everything. Matthew Stafford is looking real good to me. But Dak is looking better than him. Last night before the game, it was Josh Allen, folks would say. Well, they lost last night, and Josh won all that. Dak has been consistent. Dak right now, he's got to be. I know it's only week 5. I get it. But that's all we got is 5 weeks. Guess what? After 5 weeks, Dak Prescott is probably the best quarterback in the league right now. It ain't Lamar. It's not Mahomes. It's not Herbert. He blowed that yesterday. It's not Justin Herbert. Who else y'all love? It ain't Jalen Hurts. I might give a little bit to Stafford. It ain't Burrow. Burrow is hurt. I mean, I'm just going down the line. It's not the usual cast. Dak Prescott is playing super football. And that's just the bottom line. Anybody else that says he's not, you ain't watching. I don't know what TV you watching. It is what it is. Now, the biggest shock of the team is Javonte Williams. Because we didn't see him. They saved him. He didn't play in the preseason. We didn't know anything. It looked like the Cowboys are the smartest people in the room. Because not only did they find a running back, I believe he's second in the league in rushing right now. I believe he's second in the league after 5 games. I mean, come on now. He's a real good running back for Schottenheimer right now, and he's highly productive. Okay? I'm just telling you. He's the shock of the team right now. I could go offensive line, but I already done that. It is what it is. Did Turpin play yesterday? Come on, y'all. Turpin didn't play, right? Oh, okay. Turpin didn't play. All right. CD play yesterday? Oh, okay. Oh, so Pickens played and Tolbert and Flournoy, right? Is anybody really scared of that? Well, let's ask the Jets today, because Flournoy. Let me put it this way. Flournoy, in my view, should now be the number 3 wide receiver for this team. I believe he took Tolbert's job yesterday. And if he didn't, he should. I'm coming back to that in a second. Flournoy took Tolbert's job yesterday. Okay? No question about it. Pickens is Pickens. So him going, the mistake is, I told you guys yesterday, not yesterday, but I told you guys on the Saturday show, I begged them to go one-on-one with Pickens. I don't care if Sauce Gardner traveled with him. If they saw one-on-one with Pickens and Sauce there, go at them. I told you that. What happened? Y'all saw it. They doubled him from that point on. Okay? Pickens is that guy. He is. He's that guy. So I'm not surprised that Pickens lit Sauce up real quick, because you made the mistake of going one-on-one with him. I understand Sauce is all pro, but Pickens is one of those type guys, like, we don't care who you put on him. And we gonna throw him the ball. Stop it if you can. So there is no shock to me. But I believe if we were to take some things now, for those that are really listening, you can't make an argument. I mean, it's a hard argument. Well, let's put it this way: there's a debate that should be going on about who really is our number 3 wide receiver. Flournoy looks way more explosive than Tolbert. No question. I'm going to put that on your head if you ain't thought about it. There's an argument that should be made that Flournoy should be the number 3 receiver. Turpin is number 4. Turpin is just a number 4 guy. I don't think Turpin is number 3. I believe he's number 4 wide receiver. That's fine. But Flournoy should be getting a lot of more snaps. He's dangerous. Big, fast, catching traffic. I mean, runs angry. Listen, it's just no question. Tolbert does not impress me like Tolbert done played many a games, but he never impressed us like what we saw yesterday. And Florida, they did the same thing the game before against the Packers. Jake Ferguson is turning into literally Jason Witten in front of our eyes. He's becoming a security blanket. I'm sorry. There you go. Thank you, Pastor. Javonte Williams ranked 3rd in the league. I think I said 2, so I'm wrong on that. Ranked 3rd. Nothing real. I mean, it is what it is. Jake Ferguson is turning to the security blanket. For Dak, and that's why he's catching a lot of balls. He can get open. His run after the catch is not that great, but he's gonna catch the ball. He's about as sure-handed as you can get, and he moves the chains. It sounds like Jason Witten to me. I ain't saying he's Jason Witten, but he's becoming a nice little security for him. So offensively, the bottom line is this, y'all. Whether it's backups or whether it's starters, this is the number 1 offense in the league. And it's being led probably by the best quarterback in the league right now. And it ain't no question about that. It shouldn't be. Dak has this offense is humming. Schottenheimer is in his bag as far as play calling goes. There's not too many complaints about play calling right now. I do have a slight one though. When we get inside that 5-yard line, we in shotgun just a little bit too much for me. I don't know why we just don't line up in the eye and pound the ball in. I don't get it. But we score points. We're scoring 30. You score 30, you should win games. That's what we did. Now, let's go to defense real quick. Just some individual players. I said it earlier. All right. You notice when Hooker and Wilson, our safety, was in the game, all those big long bombs and over-the-top plays happened. Those plays have not happened since Hooker went down in the Green Bay game. When Wanye Thomas came in, there has not been a play that has went over the top. Those big gadget plays, those big gigantic chunk plays, they have not happened since Wanye Thomas has been in the game. I hope y'all paying attention. And we call for that. There's no question in my mind that Wanye Thomas needs to stay on the field. Everything that they get now got to come underneath. It's just that simple. What the film is going to show as far as Breece Hall, getting a couple of those big chunk yards running. Well, I ain't looked at the all 22 yet, but I do know Mozzie Smith was in the game. Hello. And if Mozzie Smith in the game, then guess what? You can run it up the middle. That's exactly what happened. I'm just saying. All right. Another individual. James Houston. Listen to me, y'all. I don't know what else. This is, I told you guys the defense would get better just if you change the personnel. I told you guys. I rest my case. James Williams needs to have more snaps. I don't know who is that at the sacrifice of, but sacrifice him. If it's Sam Williams, so be it. If it's Dante Fowler, so be it. If it's Marshawn Nealon, so be it. James Houston needs to be on the field. He makes plays. Got another sack. Come on, y'all. This is not hard. It's like if you getting your brains kicked in and you got help on the sideline, it's simple. Put them in. That's what happened yesterday, y'all. Sanborn getting just, his mind is right. His mind says he could be in this place, but his body cannot be in the other place. His body can't do it. He's not an athlete anymore. He just can't do it. It's not his fault. His body just is not fast enough. Enter in Shamar James. Ladies and gentlemen, Shamar James, a rookie, had 15 tackles yesterday. 15. And he was hitting people. Shamar James had 8 total tackles, 7 assists. That's what your middle linebacker is supposed to do. Lil Fowl. We beg for him to be on the field. What does he do? He makes a play. Strips the ball away. He hits people. These are the people we've been begging for. These are the people. And what happened? Instantly, your defense played better. Kenny Clark, Jadeveon Clowney, they causing problems. Fowler was outstanding finally yesterday. Sam Williams had a sack yesterday. But James Houston, man, look. James Houston got to get on the field, y'all. Bland didn't play bad. I don't even count all of the empty calorie yards that Justin Fields got at the end. I don't even count that. I don't count that. We played real good defense yesterday. Yes, we did. We did. Now, here's what I want to close with. Here's what I want to close with, y'all. Now that you've seen it, you saw Shamar James, you seen Wanya in the game, you see how the back end has not gotten blowed over the top and all that type of stuff. You've seen that. You saw Shamar. You've seen James Houston do it every game. Okay? This is the part now where, and let me say this. Let me switch over. You've seen Flournoy. You've seen Flournoy, okay? You saw what he did yesterday. You saw the difference in the offense. You saw that. You saw another weapon for that with Flournoy in, okay? And most of you would agree that Flournoy, I mean, I don't know if you agree or not, but I think Flournoy is taking some extra snaps away from Jalen Tolbert. I believe that he should be the number 3 wide receiver. He's earned it, if you ask me. Listen to me. Listen. Because this is what we got to get ready for. A lot of these guys are playing only because of injury, which leads to the question, what happens when they come back from injury? When Malik Hooker comes back, are you about to sit down Wanye Thomas? When Turpin comes back, does that automatically mean that Flournoy drops back to the 5th wide receiver? Really? Or should Flournoy take over Tolbert? When Sanborn comes out of concussion protocol, is Shamar James about to sit back down after what you just saw yesterday? 15 tackles. Really? See, this is when the politics come into play, y'all. This is when Jerry Jones sticks his raggedy head in and mess stuff up. Because the defense looked better. You give me this same defense that we had yesterday. I ain't talking about the results. I'm talking about the same people from yesterday. And I guarantee you, the Cowboys will crack. I ain't saying they'll be the top 10 defense. We too far in the hole for that. But I guarantee you the Cowboys will crack maybe about 24, 23. See, after tonight, I'm anxious to see where the Cowboys rank defensively. I doubt very seriously they're ranked 32 after tonight. They might be 30, but they won't be the last. They won't be the quote-unquote worst defense in the league right now. No, that's not going to happen. Not after tonight. And if you give me those same people, same guys that played, I guarantee the Cowboys going to jump up into the 20s. And ladies and gentlemen, if we have, say, about the 23rd, 22nd ranked defense in the league with this offense, and you seeing what we're doing with them being last in defense, what you think gonna happen if we just jumped to about 23, 24 maybe in defense? Cause see, the difference between a 32nd ranked defense and a 27th or 28th or whatever it is that just like yesterday, you get some stops. You ain't stopping. You ain't stopping everything, but you get some stops. You ain't letting them score touchdowns. You're not letting them score touchdowns, okay? You making them kick field goals. You get a couple punts. Well, just those 2 or 3 possessions may end up just like yesterday, that the offense go down and score 7 points. And your 2 field goals compared to 2 touchdowns, hello. That's the difference in the game. That's what happened yesterday. 2 touchdowns before halftime. Guess what? That was it. That's all it takes. You give me a 22, 23, 24th ranked defense, and it could be higher. But if you just give me that with this offense, as long as this offense is doing this, look, all you need just a couple of stops. Good question. What's up, Michael Rogers? I ain't seen you in a while, bro. You say, why would they put Sanborn back in? Because of politics. That's why. Which is my question. Because there's some guys coming back because of politics. And that's what's going to mess up this team. If I see Sanborn back on the field on 1st down, 2nd down, partially 3rd down, I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream. I'm going to be so irritated when it's obvious that the defense looks much better with the athletes in the game. Live foul, Shamar James. Is no question about it. That's what I'm scared of. I was so glad to see what I saw yesterday because the answers or better answers showed up for you yesterday. You got a bunch of hungry guys that's ready to play. Wanye Thomas has been waiting to start. Wanye Thomas gonna ball out for you. Shamar James is a rookie. Want to be on the field. That's why he gave you 15 tackles yesterday. James Houston. Come on now. Come on now. You look, when people come back, I don't care. They need to get to the bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry. Sanborn needs to fall out of the starting job. Sanborn can play, but he can't be a first, second down, and third down linebacker. He can't be. He need to be a rotational guy. He does. Malik Hooker, God bless him. Wanye, look, have y'all seen anything get passed over the top since Wanye been in the game? Have you seen anything go over the top? We started the Green Bay game because that's when Hooker got hurt. When Hooker got hurt, there was no more anything over the top. All those chunk plays, you haven't seen it. It's because Wanye's in the game. Wanye's in the game. Why you gonna sit him down? Why you gonna put Sanborn back in when he come off concussion protocol? Why? See, this is what I'm worried about. That the politics is gonna creep in. I say it all that to say this. Florida. Okay, Florida. Everybody talking about Mingo coming back. Okay, Mingo coming back. Where you finna play it? Who you finna sit down? What, you gonna keep Tolbert on the field and not putting Mingo there? Cause you trying to make $1 out of 15 cents because you drafted and traded for Mingo, you gotta make it right. Okay, at the expense of who? Florida? The way what you just saw in the Green Bay game and this game? You gonna sit Florida down for real? See, this the politics, man. This the politics that I'm talking about. This is what I'm scared of, and I got a feeling it's gonna happen. Man, forget Mingo. I ain't seen nothing from Mingo. Care nothing about Mingo. I seen Florida. I don't need to see nothing else. This is what we gotta get ready for, y'all. This is what we gotta get ready for. Get ready for it. We're gonna hear guys trying to come back this week. Definitely for the Washington game. The politics is getting ready to come into play, and the guys that you just saw put up this type of performance on both sides of the ball, they're going to be the ones that's going to catch the bullet and going to have to sit down. And I'm going to be like, man, no. I don't care about Hooker coming back. I don't care about Hooker getting healthy. I don't care. If he plays, he needs to be in a rotation. Wanye Thomas needs to start. James Houston needs to be on the field. Just telling the truth. Florida needs to be the number 3 wide receiver. I'm just saying. It's just the truth. Really, y'all, that's really all I wanted to leave with you guys. That, yeah, I celebrate yesterday. I got the Panther fans in here now. Jay Cobb said Rico Dow said the Panthers are going to handle the Cowboys Sunday. Yeah, I saw Rico what he said. But I understand that. He's excited to play his former team. You be excited too. I get it. But he shouldn't have said nothing. He get folded up like a lawn chair too. So that's really what I want to tell you guys, really, is that I'm celebrating, but I'm celebrating with one eye open. Both eyes not closed. I can smell the politics about to come into play. And Jerry is going to mess this up. See, I believe that the same team from yesterday, I believe they can make a run. And like I said, if the Cowboys are going to make a run, you got to do it now. Everybody, hey, with the Jets. Y'all wasn't saying that before. Y'all wasn't saying all that before. Y'all said that after we beat their brains out. Yesterday was the first game that I said, okay, we're going to make a run. It starts now. So they took care of that with the Jets. Next game is at Carolina. The next game is Washington in Dallas. Then we go to Denver, and then the Cardinals come to Dallas. We need to win really all of them, but we need to win the Panther game. We need to beat the Washington Commanders. At the beginning of the year, I said we would have trouble against Denver in Denver. And then I said we should beat the Cardinals. And then we come off that. And then we play the Raiders in Las Vegas on November 17th. And then right after that, the gauntlet starts. The Eagles, the Chiefs, the Lions, Vikings, the Chargers, Washington, the Commanders. So if we're going to make a run, these next, we started really with the Jet game, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said the next 5 games after the Jet game pretty much was going to determine whether we're going to be a playoff team or we're going to get a draft team. That's the way I figured. If we can beat the Panthers, Commanders, and Cardinals, you know, we beat the Broncos, that really would be a bonus. But if we beat those 4, man, look. Man. We could do something. All right. Listen, I appreciate you guys hanging with me. That's my show. Y'all look for me and Amp, the BTA podcast show. Me and Amp, we're going to do something. I don't know. It might be later tonight. But if not, it'll probably be tomorrow. We'll talk about this game more, but I had to get my thoughts out finally about the game yesterday. The Cowboys with a big win against the Jets, 37-22. Ripped them guys apart. Exactly what we were supposed to do. If it's a team that don't belong, we treat them like they don't belong. That's what happened yesterday. So if many people say, well, it's the Jets. In other words, y'all supposed to beat the Jets. Okay, we did. We did. Handedly. It is what it is. All right. Appreciate you guys. I'm out. Y'all have a great evening. Turn on those live notifications. If you Of course, on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. If you ever want to come to YouTube, simply go to the Big Time Show, hit the subscribe button, and we can roll with it. If you're on Facebook, of course, it's the Big Time Show. You can join in by using those stars. On YouTube, there's another button there. If you look down to your super chat button, I would like to just say, hey, if you want to become a member of the Big Time Show, where you can have a membership, you can look down there and those and forego one of those options, whichever one you want to do, and you can become a member of the Big Time Show. And I know you can use the super chat button, but you can become a member and just show support that way. All right, I'm out. Man, I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Let's get out of here. This has been the one and the only, the Big Time Show.